This is the compost,
Okay.
the sawdust
Okay.
that we use for the compost
Okay.
preparation
Mm.
before we bag it.
Okay.
So you need to get a platform.
Mm.
So when you go and fetch the sawdust, which is the compost, and you bring it, you have to heap it.
So you heap it like this.
You heap it.
Okay.
Then there is a way of turning it.
Mm.
You turn it for 6 weeks.
The turning is for 6 weeks. Okay.
Maximum 6 weeks. That is
Okay.
1 month, 2 weeks.
Okay.
So there is a way of turning it.
Mm.
The turning is just to reduce the heat.
Okay.
The heat is contain a lot of heat
Mm.
when you fetch it. And there are some woods, is various woods that they become the sawdust.
Okay.
So they mix every wood there. So some are hard and some are soft woods.
Okay.
So you need to prepare the compost very well before you start the process.
Okay.
So there is a way of doing it.
Mm.
For instance,
I think the shovel is at the other end. If okay.
for instance,
Mm.
I will use this one as an example,
Okay.
as the whole heap.
Okay.
So I'll use this one as an example.
Okay.
So when you know how to mix it very well,
Mm.
you can turn it.
Okay.
But if you are not sure that you can mix it very well,
Mm.
then you have to go through the process I'm going to go through now.
Okay.
So this is the heap.
Mm.
Assuming we have heaped this one for 7 days.
Mhm.
So now we want to turn it.
Mm.
So we'll split it into sections.
Okay.
So the top, we'll scoop the top once
Okay.
to come to one side.
Okay.
So if you can decide to number it,
Mhm.
this is the first layer.
Mhm.
When you take the first layer
Mhm.
like this, so you can gather the first layer all together.
Okay.
So this become the first layer.
Okay.
Then you come.
Mhm.
So if you are not sure, you can remember it. You can number it.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
So you come. This is the second layer.
Okay.
So you scoop it again,
Mhm.
and you take the second one.
Mhm.
And when you are doing this, you see that the heat in it. You
Mm.
see that there are various levels of heat.
Heat in it. Okay.
So you see. So this is the second layer.
Mhm.
You have taken the second layer.
Okay.
So assuming the heap is very big,
Mhm.
so we'll take another layer again.
Mhm.
So this will be the third layer.
Mhm.
So now we have about 4 layers.
Okay.
So
we are doing this after we have heaped it
yes,
for
yes,
the first 7 days.
we are preparing
Okay.
the compost for bagging.
Okay.
So now this one is layer 1.
Mhm.
This one is layer 2,
Okay.
layer 3, and this one become
Layer
layer
4.
4.
Okay.
So now we'll be bringing, this is the first on the original one. This is the first layer.
Mhm.
So now this is at the top.
Mhm.
So this one will come.
Mhm.
We'll start the heaping from this one. So
Mhm.
this one become 1 now
Mhm.
because it was at the top. Then this one is on the middle.
Okay. Okay.
This is the
And it was
second
the
layer.
one we took second.
Yes. So this is the second layer. So it's going back.
On top of that. Okay.
Back.
Okay. I see.
Continues. Then
Mhm.
we'll we'll heap it.
Okay.
Then layer 3 will come now.
Mm-hmm.
This is third one.
This layer 3.
So it was on the third of
Okay.
this one.
Okay.
But now it will become the third of this one.
Okay.
So this one will come.
Okay.
And this one. Then the last layer, which is at the down, will
Will
the
now
top.
be at the top.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I see.
so this is the last layer. So it will become on the top.
Okay.
So then we finish
So
this way.
okay, that is so we heap it. When we brought
it.
the sawdust, we heap it for 7 days.
Yes.
Then after 7 days, we do the first turning.
Yes.
Okay.
Then another 7 days.
We do the next turning. Okay.
Then until the 6 weeks.
Okay.
Or 1 month, depending on
the quantity.
The
So
hardness of the sawdust.
okay.
If you are 100% sure that where you have taken it, all is softwood.
Okay. So during this turning, do we mix it with anything?
No.
Okay.
So from this one, when the compost that you are preparing is ready now, then you can add lime.
Lime. Okay.
Yes. Still, we don't know. There is a hardwood in this one.
Okay.
So to neutralize the acidity of the compost, so
okay,
you add lime.
You add lime. Okay.
You have a mold there.
Okay.
So, for instance, if you take this one, 2.
Okay.
You can add half of 1 kilo.
1 kilo of lime. Okay.
Yes, you can add 1 kilo of lime.
Okay.
Then now, if that means the compost is ready.
Okay.
So in the next turning, you can add it.
You can
that
add
means
the
ready for bagging.
Okay.
Then you can add it.
Okay.
For the last turning too, you can add it.
Okay.
You can add it. This one, the last turning, you can add it.
Okay.
Or when you want to bag it, you add it.
Okay. So the lime is very important to reduce the acidity.
Yes.
Okay. So does it have to be wet or dried? I mean the compost.
The compost. This one you have to be dry.
Okay.
We'll be missing it.
Okay.
So during the mixing, that will add water.
Okay. Okay.
So
I get it.
We are almost getting there.
Okay, I get the point. So this is the lime.
Yes.
Okay.
Then this one is the wheat bran.
Okay.
So you add it.
Okay.
You can. So you add it and mix it very well.
Okay.
So you can turn.
So I want to know something. At what point, after heaping it and doing the turns, at what point do I add the wheat bran?
Yes, that's what I was saying initially, that you can add it at the last turning.
Okay.
To the especially if the heap is very huge.
Okay.
That you cannot be missing it as you are bagging.
Okay.
You have to add it to the heap at the last point.
Okay.
Last turning of the compost.
Okay.
Then you mix it and put it down before bagging. So
okay.
You can spread it on it.
Okay.
This is the wheat bran.
So the wheat bran, then we now add the lime.
Yes, you can add anyone first. But as you are going to mix.
Okay.
Mix it and you mix it well. Like turn very well.
Okay.
So we'll mix it.
Okay. So about the turning, you said I would turn for about 6 weeks.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And at the end of that 6 weeks, the heat level would have reduced.
Yes, the heat level.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So, assuming we have finished the mixing of the wheat brown in the compost and the lime with the compost. So now you can bag it, and if it's at the last stage that you are turning it, you can leave it.
Okay.
You can leave it.
Okay.
Then your last turning, after the last turning, you go ahead and you can
bag it now.
Bag it.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
So let's assume that you have finished the process.
Okay.
So we'll do the bagging here, and then we'll move to.
Okay.
We'll do the mixing.
Okay.
We'll mix it with water.
Okay.
Then we'll bag it.
Okay.
So. Okay. Let me put it on the platform.
Okay.
So. You need not to add the water to all at once.
Okay.
So you add the water. At times, if the water is, when you hold it, you see that the water is too much.
Okay.
When you squeeze it, so you'll be adding the water small.
Okay.
And you mix it. Okay. Oh, the kakra one minute. Malo for the genie. The water, I need to add some more water. So assuming, let me add more water.
Okay.
So. This one, the water is okay, but I want to.
You want us to see what happens when the water is too much.
Water is too much. So. So let's assume that the water is too much. So if I squeeze it, you see that
it cannot boil.
Oh, it boils rather.
Okay.
So, or at times when you squeeze it, you see that water is coming
dripping
out.
Okay.
So if water is coming out, that means the water is too much.
Okay.
So that's why you will not put water into all. So if you see that the water is too much, you bring the dry one and mix it, so that you get the water, the moisture content will be accurate.
Okay.
Okay. So now when you squeeze it, you see that it cannot form a pellet.
Okay.
So now it's okay. We can do the bagging.
Okay.
So this is the bag.
Okay. Where can I get the bag to buy?
The bag, if you made it, you can get it here.
Okay.
So if you first you need to press it.
Okay.
When you tag it, you have to make sure that it's very firm.
Okay. Okay. So I realized that you didn't bag it fully. You left some space at the top. Okay.
So now we'll be adding the cork.
Okay.
And the stock.
Okay.
So if it's too much, you cannot add the cork. So this is the cork. After you bag it, you put the.
So the cork is made from PVC pipe. Okay.
Then the cotton band. This we have finished
with this. Okay.
the bagging. Cutting small one. It's okay. Okay.
All right.
So we have finished the
bagging.
Okay. So now after the bagging, you need to do sterilization.
Okay.
So we'll use tank.
Okay.
So we can move to where the tank is.
Okay.
This is the sterilizer.
Okay. Okay.
And the tank, you can look. You can climb how inside this.
Okay.
The bottom of the bags shouldn't be on there because we need only heat.
Okay.
So that's why they design it like this.
Okay.
So that the bags will be arranged
on top of it.
Top of this one before you set the fire. So the water there, the vapor will help us to sterilize the whole bags.
Okay. So the bags shouldn't touch the water.
Yes.
Okay.
Only the heat that
you need.
Yes,
okay.
To sterilize the bags.
Okay.
Then, but for this one, prefer the normal tank.
The barrel, the round barrel. Okay.
But this one, when we get this one, you set a fire for when you want to sterilize it. You have to take 3 hours.
This particular one?
Yes.
Hey.
3 to 4 hours. Roughly. But if it's the tank, I will show you that 3 hours. Yeah, you are good.
Okay.
So after the 3 hours, you can, if you have the heart, you can remove it, but you can't do any spawning or you can't put a seed on it.
Okay.
So for this one, you sterilize it for 3 hours.
Okay.
That's